friends, welcome to our Creativity Club summer camp. Woohoo! I'm Meredith. I do product development and fun videos like this for Faber-Castell USA. A few notes about today. I can't hear or see you, so if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat or hit the little question mark at the bottom of your screen. Occasionally, I will ask you for your opinion, so you'll see a little vote here box pop up on your screen. This will be recorded, so if you miss a part, don't worry about it. You can catch it later. So today we will be doing our build and paint bird feeder. Yay! All right, I can't wait to create with you. All right, let's check out what's inside our build and paint bird feeder kit. Okay, and you will be needing some water and some paper towels because we will be painting. So if you need to go ahead and grab that, go ahead and do that while I set up here. And if you want to cover your work surface, since we will be painting, you can get some paper towels or placemat or some newsprint and cover your work surface. So I'm going to do that now too. Just like that. Okay, so what do we have inside here? We have this beautiful, vibrant set of paints. We have our glue, our waterproof glue. We have our suction cups, which we'll get to what those are for in a little bit. There we go. I have scissors here just to help open up the bags. We have our paintbrush, our fine tip paintbrush, and it comes with this little paintbrush protector, so you can remove that now and kind of run your fingernail over the bristles to soften it up, or you can always just put your paintbrush in the water and it takes the glue off that holds the fine tip brush, just like that. And finally, our bird feeder. Yay. And there's a lot of pieces in here, so we want to open this up over the table in order to not lose any pieces. Just like that. So we have these little dowel rods. We'll put those over here for now. We have our rope for hanging in the tree. And we have this little rope that will go through the top of the center of our bird feeder. And then we have our bird feeder parts. So the first thing we want to do, oh, we need the instructions, is look at the instructions. Here we go, our handy dandy instructions. Okay. Now, just a little note about the paint. We do ask you to cover your work surface so the paint doesn't get on anything, and wear a smock or old clothes. The paint can settle over time, so you might need to mix it up, and when we open up the paint, you'll see. The bird feeder will be exposed to different climates, so we do recommend doing 2 coats of paint. So if your paint is only one layer, it might fade, so you might want to put on 2 layers. But today we're just going to be doing 1 layer. Okay, so first things first, we have to make sure all of our pieces are here. We're going to push this stuff up out of the way until we need it. So we have side 1 and side 2 that look like this. So here's side 2, And here is side 1. We have our large piece for our bird feeder, which is right here. So that's good. We have 2 parts for our roof. So here's roof 1. You can see it looks just like that. And then here's roof 2 with the birdie on it. And then we need our bottom front, our bottom back, our base. So our bottom front with the leaves on it. Now that's actually our bottom back. It only has 3 leaves on it. Our bottom front has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves on it. And here's our base. It says Creativity for Kids on it. And you might be asking, why are there holes in our base? The holes are so water can drain out. And then finally, this little triangular piece, that piece will go up at the top. So we have all of our pieces. Now let's go ahead and put our bird feeder together. So we're going to turn the base piece over so the Creativity for Kids label is facing your table. Now we're going to slide the bottom front onto the base as shown. So the bottom front is the one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves on it. And you can see there's little little holes here that we're going to slide the tabs into. So tab and tab, just like that. We're going to do the same thing for the back side. We're going to flip it so the leaves are facing outward, just like this. So now it's looking like this. You can also tell that this is the back because it has these round circles cut out of it. All right, now we're going to slide the tall piece, this guy, right into the center. And this decorated side is going to be facing the front. And sometimes the wood might not fit perfectly, so you might have to put a little force into it. Okay. Just like that. Now we need to put the sides on, just like this. So slide side 1 and side 2 onto the base piece. So I'm putting the flower on the right side. And just line up the slots so they slide right in. Just like that. And it should fit pretty snugly on into your slots. Like that, and like almost. So they all have to fit in kind of at the same time. There we go. And then on the other side, and you might have to move them around a little bit so they all fit just as they should. And since this is wood, and wood is kind of different in many different ways, if some of your pieces aren't fitting as they should, you might have to take a little piece of sandpaper and you can just sand down an area in order to make it fit better. All right, now let's put our roof on. So our little birdie, the piece with the birdie, I'm putting on the right side here. Actually, it says to slide the shorter piece on first. So let's see, which side is the shorter side? It looks like the side without the bird is the shorter side. So we're going to put that one on first. Just line it up. Like that. And then you slide it down. So I'll show you again. For this piece, you put it on top through the slits and then you yank it down so it locks in. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we line up our little tabs with the slots. You might have to wiggle it on a little bit, just like that. And then, like we did on the other side, we just slide it down so it locks, just like that. And you can tell it's locked on if there's a little bit of space back here. And then up top, you can see it makes a little hole, just like that. Okay, we're all set. Now, oh, actually we're not all set. We have to put this little piece in. So this little piece goes on the back. And you can see right up here, there's two little slots, and that's where these two little tabs will go. So we can just put those in here, like that, and like that. And that holds it all together nice and snug. So now we can, if there's any parts of your bird feeder that are not fitting together tightly, we recommend using the glue and gluing any of those pieces together. But right now ours is pretty tightly put together. So I'm not going to be using the glue right now. All right, it's time to paint. So I'd love to hear from you. What color should we paint most of our bird feeder? Will it be purple, blue, or yellow? So go ahead and let me know if you'd like most of the bird feeder purple, blue, or yellow. And while you guys vote, I'm going to make a little bit of space here for painting and put down my paper towel. So I'll be painting on my paper towel. Okay, it looks like the votes are in and blue is the winner. So we'll be painting our bird feeder blue. Okay, so like I had mentioned in earlier, we want to take a look at our paint, and if there's any kind of like wateriness set up on top of it, all you have to do is mix that into the paint and it'll be ready to use. So in this kit you're given a fine tip brush, but if you're painting large areas and you have a larger brush, you can just use the larger brush. It's whatever you have around the house. But this fine tip brush is great for getting in between little details. So I'll show you just getting in between the sun rays and in between the flower petals. This little fine tip brush is very helpful. Just like this. So if you don't want to paint your bird feeder mostly blue, you can paint it whatever color you want. It's all up to you. So when you paint your bird feeder and hang it up outside, I would love to see what your bird feeder looks like. Or even before you hang it up outside, if you want to take a picture of it, you can ask an adult or an older friend to take a picture and then put it up on our Facebook page, our Creativity for Kids Facebook page, or just tag us on Instagram at Creativity for Kids. And we love to see how creative you can be. So maybe you want to add even more things to your bird feeder. So like maybe you want to add a grasshopper or a butterfly or something like that. We would love to see it. And you can go as light or as dark as you want with the paint. So one layer will be a lighter layer, but 2 layers will be darker. And as I mentioned earlier, putting 1 layer, if you put this outside for your birds, if it's in the sun, it might get a little bit faded. So 2 layers will probably be helpful for you. Now I have some bird feeders out in my yard, and this one's super unique because you get suction cups with this kit and you can hang it up on the outside of your window. So you can see if any birds come to your bird feeder on the outside of your window, you'll see them coming to this bird feeder and you can watch them eat. So you can basically like have lunch or have breakfast with the birds. So I'm going to finish up the blue here on this one side. And then show you guys what my finished bird feeder looks like, because I've actually already painted one to show you, because sometimes painting takes a little bit of a longer time. So I prepared one in advance and I can show you guys what it looks like. But first I'll finish up this blue layer here. And it's really fun to paint all of the leaves. Like you could make it look like a different season. So all of these leaves on here, you could make them look like autumn leaves that might be yellow and red and orange. Or you can make them look like maybe they are summer or springtime leaves that are green. So while you're painting, you can decide what color you want to make your leaves. Or maybe you want to make it completely different and make your leaves blue. And make your bird feeder a different color than blue. So I'm wondering out there, all of my friends, have you seen birds come to your yard? And if so, what kind of birds have you seen? And if you're not sure what birds come to your yard, we've actually included in our instructions a little chart. So these are very common birds across North America that you might have seen before. So we have mourning doves, the cardinal, robins, a crow, a goldfinch, which these are really pretty because they're so yellow. A woodpecker, and these make a lot of noise when they peck on the trees. It's like tuck, 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 tuck. I have to say, I see the robin, the cardinal, and the blue jay the most in my yard. So when you do hang up your bird feeder, if you hang it up at your window or in your yard, you might be able to see some of those birds come and visit. Okay. So as you can see, you're given lots of other colors to use to paint in your bird feeder. And some of the colors are lighter, so the yellow and the white, you might need to actually do 2 coats of those anyway in order for them to show up as vibrant as you'd like. So I'm going to show you the bird feeder that I painted in advance. There you go. And ta-da! So I made my flower orange in the center with yellow petals. I made the sun yellow and the cloud white. And I did make the leaves look like they are autumn leaves that are yellow and orange and red. And then over here, my little yellow birdie and another sunflower. And then I painted the back purple. And then over here I have a little orange birdie with a yellow belly. And that's my bird feeder. So I'm going to show you now how we can put our suction cups on. So on the back of your bird feeder, let's see, I'll just take those off. You can see the pieces that have the circles in them. What you're going to do is take a suction cup, and you can see it's got this little bit that pokes out. We're going to put that part into the hole and then just kind of push it up so it locks in to the hole. And here, down here as well, just going to push it up so it locks into the hole. And one more, just like this. So it locks right into the hole. Just push it up like that, and you're all set. So then you're going to just dampen the outside of the suction cups and then stick it to the outside of your window. If you are hanging it from a tree though, you're given this little piece of cord with a little bead on it. So all you're going to do is thread the tip of this string up through the hole in the center of your bird feeder, just like this, and pull it up, and that bead actually keeps the string from going all the way through. So you have, you can hang it over a branch like that, or if you need a little bit more length, we've given you the rope that now you can put through that loop, and then you can hang it, you can tie it around a branch if you need a little bit more length. So, oh yeah, one thing I totally forgot, our little dowels. So these fit right into your bird feeder, just through the side. So you're just going to put it through one side and into the other side. And this gives the birds a little area to perch on. And then one back here. And so when you're ready to hang it up, we do recommend using the glue and then just putting a little bit of glue around where the dowel goes through the hole. And then wait until it dries to go ahead and put it outside in the elements. So this is waterproof glue, so you don't have to worry about the glue coming undone in the rain. And if you want, you could paint the dowel rod too. So that's just a little area for the birds to perch on and eat the food out of your bird feeder. Now, speaking of food for your bird feeder, we've added a little tip here. So what do your local birds like to eat? You can visit a bird supply store or search online with adult assistance. Sunflower seeds are a great choice for many birds across the country. Smaller seeds are not recommended because they'll fall through the little holes. Like I showed you earlier on, these little holes that we put in here for drainage for water, some of the bird seed might just fall right through it, so you might need to use a little larger bird seed. For best results, fill your feeder halfway. And then to keep your birds healthy, you're going to want to clean your feeder out regularly if you see stuff that's in there that's not supposed to be in there. All right, so I can't wait to see what your bird feeder looks like. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Look for an email soon on how you can watch the video again. If you want to show us what you made, and I would love to see it, ask an adult or an older friend to go ahead and post it on our Creativity for Kids Facebook group or tag Creativity for Kids on Instagram. Now I hope you can join me tomorrow when we do our resin fidget shakers. Yay!